In this video, we're going to verify whether TikTok events are being sent correctly. The first thing to understand is that events can come from two different sources. On one hand, they can come from the browser using the TikTok Pixel installed directly on the website. On the other hand, they can come from the server using the Events API. It's important to make this distinction from the beginning because each type of event is tested differently. In this case, the integration has been implemented using PixelTrack. Therefore, to test events sent through the API, we need to follow PixelTrack's documentation. Now, to test browser events, we go to the left-hand side. Here, we need to enter the URL where we want to run the test. We also have another option. From this section, we can scan the QR code using a mobile device, a tablet, or an iPad. This is useful if we want to perform the test on a mobile device. If we move over to the right-hand side, we're looking at the API section. Once the API starts receiving data using the test code, this area will update, and TikTok will begin displaying the events it receives. For browser events, the process is very similar. When we click to start the test, TikTok opens the page we've specified. That parameter contains the test code provided by TikTok. Once we're on the website, the first thing we need to do is make sure the Pixel is properly installed and firing correctly. After that, we begin performing actions to generate events. This should trigger the Add to Cart event. TikTok Pixel Helper only displays browser events. It does not display events sent through the API. If we see an event in Pixel Helper, it means that the event is being sent from the browser side. Suppose we no longer want to test server-side events. In that case, we simply remove the test code from the configuration. As long as that code remains in place, events will continue to be sent as test events. We'll still be able to see them in TikTok, but TikTok will not treat them as real events. Instead, TikTok recognizes them as test events because of the test code. Server-side events are labeled as server. These are the events coming from the API. Browser events are labeled as browser. These are the events that can be compared with what appears in TikTok Pixel Helper. So to verify whether events are being tracked correctly, we need to review both sides of the implementation. In this case, because we're using PixelTrack, we copy the test code, paste it into the configuration, save the changes, and reload the development website. From there, we start generating events. If it is labeled server, the event is coming from the API. If it is labeled browser, it is coming from the browser. Those browser events are the ones we can compare against what appears in Pixel Helper. This allows us to confirm whether both the browser pixel and the server-side API are sending events correctly.